Yo, the game is the game. As soon as you think it's different, it shows you that it's still the same.
Hey, welcome back, guys. Episode 82 of the Shoe Dog podcast with me and the bro 808 Kicks ATL. Welcome back to the podcast. Please do like, follow, subscribe, come and chat to us. Let's have a conversation. Let's break it down. Let's go through the formalities like we always do at the start. Please do follow 808 Kicks ATL. Please do follow Lovekickscustom on all the social platforms: Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and also all the audio channels as well, where you can come and listen to us. By the way, met up with a couple of people this weekend, bro, and they're all raving. Well, couple of them raving about the podcast, how they listen, like sleep with it on, or go to bed with it on, listening to us, and they're loving it, which is good. Thank you, guys. Thank you for all the love and support. I just want to say that quickly.
Yeah, appreciate all that, bro. The reason I said what I said in the intro.
What did you say again? Repeat it one more time.
The game is the game.
Yeah.
As soon as you think it's different, it shows you that it's still the same.
Yeah, it always will be.
And I believe you're going to agree with me, because the Jordan 1 Palomino, we talked about the Palomino. We've been talking about it, but we really talked about it last week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it fooled me.
What do you mean it fooled you?
It disappeared. I mean, people got them. You know, you see them. It's not like a Trophy Room 1 or a Freddie 95 or nothing. But, like, I see a lot of people with them because everybody was buying them. And they sold out everywhere. I didn't think they was...
So they sold out, yeah? So they sold out everywhere?
Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
I know you got a story. So I want to hear your story.
So, but basically, bro, the Jordan 1 Palomino was a strange one for me. Like, it's kind of sitting in most of the sizes here, right? And my story is going to tie him back to our sneaker court at the end, because basically, I'm not going to tell you the full story. That'll be a story for sneaker court at the end, because I want to kind of just break it down and annihilate some people in the story. But Jordan 1 Palomino is still around here, bro. Like, you can get sizes on some of the retailers online. I think I went to an Offspring event on Friday night with Dale, and basically kind of like went there for their like little event that they got there. So we was kind of sitting there outside. It finished about 1 a.m. in the morning. So what actually really happened was at 12 o'clock, Offspring normally releases their Jordan 1 Palominos, right? And you can just cop. And literally 10, 20, 30 minutes into the release, we could still cop. And me and Dale just stood there thinking, you know what? Let's wake up tomorrow morning, because Dale's staying over during the night. So basically, he comes down from Milton Keynes, which is about a couple of hours out of London. He comes down. He stayed over. We woke up in the morning, and we just literally hit Oxford Circus. And bro, simple as it was sitting there in all its prime, and all you needed to do was cop. Just literally say, "I want a size 10," or Dale's, "I want a size 9." Bang, there you go. It was an easy cop. And the thing is, we use this two sneakers, like 3 sneakers actually. And we included the Union 1 in this as well. We used the UNC toe, we used the Palomino, and we used the Union 1 as a barometer to kind of work out, you know what, how well is the Jordan 1 silhouette surviving?
It's still kicking.
It's still kicking to an extent, because like for my, I think it's still alive and kicking in the US.
Yeah.
Right. But it's not alive and kicking anywhere else. Like, I would say the repercussions of like a Jordan 1 in the UK, UNC toes keep restocking, bro. Palominos are still sitting. So the love for the Jordan 1 in comparison to 2021 when the Moccas and the UNC came out, we saw 2019 when the Unions came out. It was 2018, 2000. I always forget the date, but Unions came out, and then basically we saw so much hype behind the Jordan 1. And then this week it's beautiful, bro. Like this last couple of months is beautiful because you can get the sneaker, you can get the Jordan 1 you want. Just walk into the retailers, except for if it's like a Union collaboration. Even the Union 1, it was more, I would say, readily available. I saw more people pick it up than not.
Yeah, it's kicking over here, bro. Like I was surprised really at how well I didn't think it was going. Sizes popping, nothing, bro. All day yesterday, this morning, I haven't seen any Palomino, nothing, bro. They out.
Yeah, it's definitely out.
I was just surprised. I was surprised how well they did right off the top. Like they didn't linger. They didn't last, a few hours into the day like some of the other ones have recently. The ones that do sell out, it's a lot, bro. I'm still seeing like full size runs of the cement highs.
For you, Jordan 1 cement highs.
Yeah, I'm still seeing Laney's. It's the steel pine greens popping up. The black toes keep popping. The black toe lows keep popping up. So I was surprised.
They'll go and sell. Yeah, they're all going on sale, bro. Like literally, they're all going on sale. You couldn't. It's beautiful for people that actually want to get it and buy, kind of rock them, because obviously there's going to be a core of people that actually kind of buy the sneakers because they actually love the sneakers, which is pretty much I think our demographic anyway. Because basically we still pick up sneakers. Like I think the Bulldog 5 isn't sitting around. That's one sneaker I haven't seen sitting around.
No, I see it like I see it in store, like a couple of my local stores posted pairs, but I don't think it's selling out, but it's doing pretty well.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of this situation at the moment. Like I get told all the time it's a buyer's market, and I have to agree because I think I've seen resale drop up quite a bit as well. And it's good to see because basically it means that you can the sneakers are more accessible and sneakers are more available to the people that want them. And it's always all about getting sneakers and rocking sneakers and like the ones you really want, because passion is about the love of something, not the actual ripping off or consuming and reselling, and it's not all about profit. It's all about the passion and the love you have for something that you really want to rock and wear.
Well, right now, age is like the biggest factor in resale, because pairs that sat around 2 or 3 years ago are double the price right now. So like Tinker 3s and stuff like that. International flight 6s and 5s and stuff like that. That stuff is going up in price now, and all those pairs were readily available. What was the white and yellow Jordan 1s?
Tactical.
No, all white and yellow. They had a barcode on them.
Oh yeah, I remember those. They had a perforated lateral medial side as well. Yeah, I remember them.
They sat really, really hard, bro. I bet you the price is up on those. You know what I'm saying?
Most likely. You know what? I feel like it's the stuff that as like really hard to, like not even around anymore. That's kind of really hard to get. So, bro, it's interesting. It's really interesting because. So, like, I got told the other days that I always pull out something that people don't know I've got, And that was quite interesting because like Del came around. I had the Air Max 97 because it was an Air Max event on Friday. I had like three Air Maxes that I pulled out. I pulled out the Skepta Tailwind 5s, put it on Instagram, put it on. I put the Dulux Air Max Dulux, which is another SK Skepta sneaker, and then obviously I pulled a 97 high, 97 mid Riccardo Ticci, and a lot of people didn't know I had like sneaker variations like that in my rotation because I'm not really Air Max guy, but I do have a couple Air Maxes that I can rock in need of occasions.
Yeah,
which was quite interesting. But yeah, it's the game is interesting, bro. The game is really interesting at the moment.
Actually, I'm wrong about that. It's called First Class Flight. That one, it's actually pretty reasonably priced. It's like around $220 for our size. However, I saw the Tinker 3, the one I'm wearing today. It was like $4 something.
Yeah.
Guess what? What? I paid $113 for my Tinker 3. It was on sale. It was on sale. I had a coupon and I had reward points. So it was on sale for like $150. Then the price got cut down to like $130 something with the discount, and then with my reward points, it got cut down. I only paid $113 and some change.
Yeah, you know what? It's so beautiful. Like regret is a thing, bro. Regret is a thing. By the way, shout out to let's say official sneaker speaker. He was. I saw him on Friday. He's a really good guy. He's a dope guy. He came out to me and he said the picture that Scott took of the Union Ones that I posted straight away, on the day of the release, he knew he messed up. And I said, why'd you mess up, bro? And he goes, I should have gone in for him. I said, why, bro? It's like, because I saw your picture and I saw a couple of other people post the Union One. And I was like, yeah, I messed up because I should have gone in for him. Because, like, a lot of people, regret is a thing, bro. Regret is a massive thing at this moment in time. I'm telling you, there's about a handful of sneakers that if you haven't got and you missed out and you can go back and get them because they're reasonably priced at this moment in time, I'd advise you for you to love and the passion of what you want to wear, go and get the pairs. Because, like, I'm telling you, Union One, absolutely hard. On my that video, that YouTube video is going crazy on my channel at the moment. It's up to like over 700 views since I posted on Thursday, and we're recording on Sunday because that's crazy in terms of obviously we're both growing channels, and sometimes we see views go up to like maybe 50, 60 to 100 to 200 and then stabilize. But this is going crazy because a lot of people are even on the comments are saying sneaker of the year. I was like, that's how crazy that sneaker is. And yo, bro, like that, the Khaled 5s, I'd say there's another variation. I feel a lot of people will go back and think, oh, damn, I should have got that. I should have got that when it came out. As a lot of people, I even like shout out to Del because he's looking for the sale pair. And he kind of regrets not going in for it. But that's what I'm saying. If you, right this moment in time, it's a buyer's market. If you love a sneaker, go and buy it. Go literally buy it. And even if
it depends, bro, because when you go looking, because I often go looking, and sometimes you have to realize what I started to realize. So like you were just saying, when you pull out pairs that people don't remember or people didn't really buy, like, or they weren't aware of, or they were a quick strike, or whatever the case is, it's not a super popular pair. It's not a super hype pair, even though when you wear it, people react to it like it's hype. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
That's how I like my collection. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I love that. I love that as well. It's like when you pop off a pair, when you pop off like a really good pair, and a lot of people don't see it. And this is why I like wearing, and this is why this is a 101 trait. This is sneakerhead being a sneakerhead 101 school, right? If you love a sneaker, you're gonna wear it wherever. You're gonna buy it wherever. But if sneakerheads are be like, I want to wear something that nobody else is wearing. And when I walk into a room, everybody sees what I'm wearing and says, wow. Because nobody's seen that for quite a while. That's what every sneakerhead aspires to sometimes, especially when, not on a regular occasion, because on a regular occasion, you want to wear what you want to wear. But when you go out to an event or out to an occasion, you want to wear something that's like, yo, bang. I remember those. And you know what? Instantly, sometimes I remember those. I regret not picking those up. I should have got them back in. I love those comments because you know what? That shows somebody else's passion. Like, oh damn, I should have got them. I want to go back and get them. I've had that with what the fives. I've had that with a couple of sneakers now, and it's amazing to see because like you can have a conversation with somebody like, yo, I remember these, and you know, blah blah blah. And this one will sell, and it's such a good conversation to have because you kind of start vibing with somebody easily. It's such a good thing to have.
Yeah. So this is 808 Takeover Week. we should be numbering these weeks. Like I think this will be the third Takeover week.
Yeah.
I'm going first this week. You're going TJ Takeover next week. It's Labor Day weekend. Shout out to everybody that's off work tomorrow, which is Monday, which is actually Labor Day. Some of us still have to go to work, but I'm going to my aunt's house after we record. Plus, we got another show to do after we record, a live show.
Yep.
I'm breaking the fourth wall, which is, you know, a rule of mine that I've been trying to enforce on you. But I'm saying all this to say we can get through these quick strikes. And because it's 808 Takeover, I was compelled for some reason to do this. What I'm about to do has never been done in the history of the Shootout Podcast. For the first quick strike, the sneaker gods have forced me to actually the sneaker gods have actually forced me to like some Adidas somehow.
Oh, the colors are changing. The tides are shifting. Kiwi is starting to love some Adidas.
No, I didn't say love.
Like. All right, like. Then let's keep it 808. Let's keep it 808. It's you like.
I'm gonna show them some love on it because they've been doing. First of all, let me say the Adidas Yeezy Dunk. I ain't been hearing nobody really complain about it. I ain't been paying super duper attention to it or nothing at all, y'all know. But I ain't seen nobody complaining. I ain't seen no like production issues or delivery stuff or nothing like that, right? So, by the way, UPS drivers get paid a whole lot more money than they used to. So theft is going down on the UPS front. However,
I actually saw a TikTok the other day about UPS drivers saying how much they get. It was quite amazing. Like you're talking about
some of them making like $40 an hour, bro.
Jeez, bro. UPS, are you hiring? Why be your driver?
But this Adidas NCAA rivalry low pack. This is admirable, bro. I like how they did this. I like how they executed each pair is, and see, this is what I be talking about. Like when Nike did the dunks, the college dunks, it wasn't no college branding on it. You know what I'm saying? Some of them ended up with college brand. The HBCUs, they had the college branding, which I appreciate, but Adidas coming straight out the gate with these rivalry lows with
Welcome to the Adidas rainbow, bro. You got black and green and red and burgundy. Yo, what's one colorway on that you instantly your eyes are drawn to? When you pull that picture up, my eyes went straight to that colorway. What's that one colorway?
For me, it was the green, the Miami Hurricanes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess you went to the burgundy.
No, bro. That purple.
The Washington.
Purple. Oh, yeah.
Washington State, the purple, and they got purple and gold.
Yeah. That is hard, bro. Like when you pulled it up, I instantly my eyes went straight to that purple. Bang! I was like, yo, that's dope. That's so dope. That's a good collection, bro.
Yeah, I can't remember if it's University of Washington or Washington State.
Yeah, it's got W in the front. Yeah, it's got W in the front. So
it's the Washington Huskies. I know that.
Yeah.
Wait.
I'm
not done yet.
He's not. Q's not done with the Adidas love at the moment. This is. I don't know what's happened. Q's changing.
I gotta give it up to him when they get it right, bro. This is the Mark Gomez Aloha Super. Yeah, bro. These are
bro. Look at the Adidas tag at the front. Is that a ghost face on it?
Yeah, I mean this is based on the Sidekick phone.
Yeah. I remember that. I actually saw this story. It's so good. It's so good too, bro. Like Adidas are doing stuff now. You know what? I think they've gone out of the creative circle about just relying on Yeezy, and they're kind of starting to like. You know when you have this big personality and persona in your team, and you put all your focus and attention to it, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna concentrate all my energy and like kind of give this creator support to actually excel the brand, and then you kind of end up not doing the same really good things that you need to do with the brand. I think losing Kanye was a good thing for Adidas, because basically they're kind of starting to do things that are a bit more creative, if you get what I mean.
Bro, and they getting licensed. We know they the kings of license, right? Like we talk collabs, big collabs all the time, but we know, and that's been the thing that we get on Adidas about, is their willingness to work with anybody. Like a couple of weeks ago, we were saying we could get a collab with Adidas if we try hard enough, right? But it's starting to work now.
You know what I would do? I would if we had an Adidas collab, right? Imagine if you had an Adidas collab. I would put a shoe dog. I would put a dog howling at the Adidas logo, as rather than howling at the moon, because obviously we know as shoe dogs we always howl at the moon, right? When we want a sneaker, right? Middle of night, midnight releases, and you're howling at the moon to get the sneaker. Well, but basically this would be another situation where you could have a dog howling at the Adidas logo, and literally it would be like a moon with the Adidas logo in it, because it would be like it looks like a Batman sign, but a shoe dog sign.
Shit. And listen, that Spider-Man cleat, bro, it's official Spider-Man brand. Shout out to the companies like Marvel that's big enough to where they can do whatever they want to do. Nike, Adidas, and whoever else want a Spider-Man shoe, they gonna do it, bro.
Oh, bro. Adidas is big pimping out here, bro, at the moment. Let's just be honest.
Hey, speaking of big pimping, right? Speaking of big pimping, have you seen the big red boot bape?
No. That's the big red bape.
Right. Bro.
That's dope.
So
is that custom?
I don't think so.
Oh, that gives it more validity in terms of like the release, because bro, like that's if they've literally, like, think about it this way: the big red boot, the crop yellow boot, now the bait boot. If this is an official collaboration, that's crazy, bro.
It is. Bape made it, but I don't know if it's gonna drop. But they did credit Bape for doing the boot, so maybe it was just a big red boot that they put the print on. And it's not an official collab, but Bape did make it. So why not? If I was Mister, let's go.
You're right. You're right with what you just said, because look at the undertone of the sneaker, because basically the sole of it looks like it's red. It must be a big red boot kind of a Bape custom collaboration. Yo, bro. Look at that blue version. Look at that blue version. Yo.
Pink camera.
I'm going to say one thing. Like, this is a great advertisement for Mischief, and this is a great advertisement for Bape to actually get with Mischief and say, look, we're ready. If you want to do this, let's do this.
100%. Listen, they already got a situation with Nike going on. Mischief had a Nike situation with Lil Nas X. Why not? The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
He's my friend, exactly. That's a very good saying, bro. Like, very, very good saying.
Speaking of enemy and friend, right? Why is Concepts doing a Bape collab right
now? You tell me, bro.
I don't know, but if I was Nike, I wouldn't like it.
Why?
Because you're one of my big collaborators, and I'm at odds with this company. So why would you want to work with them right now? Like, which relate? I would be looking, if I was Nike, I'd be looking at it like, which relationship do you value more? Now, if you're feeling like, look, I'm neutral in this, ain't got nothing to do with y'all argument, I'm gonna do what I want to do because I can. Ain't no contractual obligation that says I can't work with them because y'all at odds. That's up to Concepts. But Nike can then go, well, I ain't gonna work with y'all anymore.
Yeah. I agree with that. But like, you know what's really interesting? Like last week we talked about the Bape forum. Sorry, Bape forum low. Right, which look like the Bape Star, the Bape Star E-Force on, which we kind of. Oh no, that's a kind of a bit of a like not a sly, underhanded like, but it's official because obviously it's not Nike silhouette, but it's a sly way to say, yo, we're still going to do what we're going to do. Now, Bape look like they've done a collaboration with Concepts, and now they reached out to Mischief. Is this the Bape revolution, like basically reinventing themselves to actually kind of become more relevant, like they used to in the late 90s and 2000s?
Excuse me. I can agree with that. That's what it looked like, the show, and it makes sense because if they're gonna keep having trouble going forward with the Bape still, which is a big product for them. It makes sense to shift away from the sneaker thing for a while, at least until this Nike situation over with, and they know exactly.
But they're doing it. But they do it they're doing it in a way where they're not trying to do what they used to do, like basically take a silhouette and kind of like have a lawsuit on them. But like with the whole Mischief collaboration, they know Mischief takes the designs of other silhouettes, so they did the same thing with Mischief. They took their silhouette and made it a Bape boot. Yeah. So from that perspective, I think they kind of, if you can do it to other people, we're gonna do it to you anyway. Because you know what? If you're gonna throw a lawsuit at us, we're gonna like Nike's gonna throw a lawsuit at you and blah 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 blah. But that's fine, right?
Yeah.
So it's like a good lawsuit merry-go-round in terms of that. I'm gonna sue you. You're gonna sue me. You're gonna sue the other person. I'm gonna sue somebody else. And you know what? Money just goes from one hand to another. That's the lawsuit merry-go-round. Let's just be honest. Like that's what's happening at the moment. Like Adidas is suing, Nike suing. Adidas is suing Bape. Adidas is suing this or not Adidas. Nike is suing Bape. And Nike is suing John Geiger, Cool Kaya, blah blah blah.
So Bape, it's a mess. But that's the thing, right? That's what I'm saying. So Nike and Adidas got a thing. Bape and Nike got a thing. So it makes sense for Adidas and Bape to work together.
Yeah, and you know what? That's an official collaboration as well. That collaboration is official because it's authenticized with Adidas at Bape. Now, then Bape
they've been working together. Bape and Adidas been working together for years.
Exactly. But then also on top of that, Bape are doing the concept collaboration. Then they without the actual kind of go ahead from Mischief, they actually just took their boot and actually put Bape camo all over it and kind of put it as an exhibition. Maybe it's like, all right, Mischief, you take other silhouettes, we're going to take your silhouette. Don't complain because obviously you're hypocrites. See what I'm saying? If you could do it, we could do it too to you guys. But and you know what? It's almost like Bape's like, you know what? Before Mischief was around, we were doing this before you even were kind of a concept in the sneaker cell. Like literally, before you even thought about doing what you're doing in 2023, we were doing it back in the 2000s. See what I'm saying? So that was more like, and it'd be good if they actually did a proper collaboration, Mischief and I'm pretty sure Mischief and Bape, like that collaboration would hit. I'm like even the apparel would hit a lot.
I mean, this concepts Bape stuff is cool, but I don't know, bro. I think Nike just in such a mode right now with all these lawsuits that it probably wasn't a very smart idea to collab with Bape if you got any interest in working with Nike.
But bro, like it's almost like if Nike's getting sued, or a company's getting sued, they can't sue another company just to get the money back of the lawsuit that they've actually lost. It kind of feels like that, bro. At this moment in time, there's so many lawsuits going around at the moment. But yeah, but that's good. That's a good move from Bape, to be honest. Let's be honest. They've kind of reinvented themselves, which is good because I think they lost a lot of traction over in the late 2000s anyway. Because they changed the model of the Bape Star. It didn't hit as well. Mm-hmm. It wasn't as great. They were kind of left the States, came back to the States now recently, and it feels like they're kind of making some proper moves, which is good, which is definitely good.
Well, they end up changing ownership too, so I'm pretty sure like some of that crazy mix up stuff had something to do with that too.
For sure.
With the people who started it, the people who made sure it was successful because they in the game, they in the street for real, so they are the culture. And when you sell possibly to a bunch of people that aren't the culture, they just following trends and they might have consultants and advisors and people on the inside, but when the people that know aren't the people that's pulling the string, that make big differences.
For sure.
I don't know. Maybe that got something to do with the reason why Nike decided to go ahead and go after them, because it ain't the same ownership no more.
Yeah, it's interesting, like the whole Nike philosophy. I've got my own opinion on it, and you know what? Like I'm starting to change my mind a bit in terms of the creative aspect of design, sneaker designs, and sneaker innovations and stuff like that. Because I kind of feel like it's a bit of a rhetoric where you kind of confine somebody's creativity or creativity kind of to kind of just you can't do this because I know it's intellectual property is a massive thing and stuff like that, but through the space and through just like breaking some eggs to create an omelette for some people produces the most awesome things in terms of sneaker game, without the forbidden, without going into like using somebody else's intellectual property or somebody's forbidden fruit, and designing something and making something and pushing, bro. Like there's so many companies out there. Would Cortez be with Cortezes without what they previously did? Would Bape be what Bape is without doing? And not even that. Will we be culturally as advanced as we are without stuff like that? Like the Cool Kais or the John Geigers or I think everybody in that range has got there's a reason why they're there, and there's a reason why they should still be there, and there's a reason why we are in a state we are, because the brands have to keep producing stuff to actually keep us entertained. Let's be honest.
But that's the thing. Whether you feel like it's wrong or not, whether it's customizer buying up all the white Air Force Ones to put butterflies on them, or it's Kool Kai or John Geiger designing their own shoes.
Or Travis Scott just printing Utopia and selling it for his own.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They all products of the culture.
Yeah.
That's the thing. We are all products of the culture. We all pay attention to it. We all want to do our own things. We have our own idea. We sit here all the time, but not all the time. Not as much as we really could, but talk about, I would change this or that on a shoe, or what if they, put this colorway or that colorway on this silhouette. So it derives from a place of passion and love, because I think if your heart is in something that you really want to do, and you keep doing it and you love doing it and you always will love doing it, there's no stopping you. And this is what people don't realize is behind. A lot of people think of it like, oh, this is money grabbing. You're taking somebody else's intellectual property to actually kind of do a design and sell it because you want the money for it. And but like for some people, it's genuine love for what they want to see. And so like, bro, I'm going to be honest. Like you're sitting here right this moment in time and some of the releases that are coming out, aren't you thinking this is getting a bit boring? Like, especially with some of the GR sneakers, this is getting a bit boring. I want to see something different. I want to see something unique. I want to see something that's going to captivate me, take my imagination, make me fall in love with it. And every so often they hit. Like we're talking about the corporate got Airship. That's one that we're looking at like that's awesome. I'll hope that comes out here, and fingers crossed. It looks like it might be coming out globally, which is awesome, right? And then the Union 1, the J Balvin 3, the Amaminia 5s, the Play Your Fates are coming back out. Stuff like that is always going to be captivating. Stuff like that is always going to captivate our attention and be like, yo, I want this. Oh, I love this. And like this is why we see renditions of the Reimagine, the 85 cut, because it's the brand keeping reinventing old silhouettes to make them relevant for the time, because people don't, if it keep releasing the same old silhouette all over and over and over again, I think people just get bored with it. And I think the Jordan 1 silhouette is a prime example of the fatigue of oversaturation, and I think that's one reason why I feel like people like that are relevant, because it keeps the narrative and keeps changing the game. Yeah, it's the outliers, man, and some people gonna roll with that mentality. I mean, I don't knock it. I'm not one of them type people. Like, I like what I like. I don't knock people for buying whatever they like either. Like that's the point. More that make the odds better for me getting what I want. However, this year Nike and Jordan, they just convinced that we need to go back to the trap. So they're gonna help us get back to the trap in style. We saw the waterproof Air Force Ones. Now we got triple black winterized Spizikes.
Spizikes. Yo, I was happy. No, one thing I'm going to be honest with, right? I was happy to see the Spizike return, because I think that's one of the hardest hybrid sneakers around, right? I personally think that I do like a lot of hybrid sneakers. I do like the free one too. I think this one. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I do like the MVP. I do like the Jordan MVP. I just don't like the materials on it. Right? I don't like the materials. I don't like it. Looks cheap. It just needs to be a bit more better, in my opinion. You need to kind of do a collaboration on it. Maybe like bring somebody on to do a collaboration with the MVP, and it'll be dope, right? I'm glad to see the Spizike return, but I'm also not glad to see this colorway.
What?
Because I remember the Spizite being colourful, imaginative, different looks and variations, a whole mashup of something with different colourways on it. I remember that, right? This triple black, to me, I'm gonna be honest, is boring.
It's a winterized shooter.
Boring. To me, that's my personal opinion. It's boring.
It's a black. Do you not like all black shoes?
I do like all black shoes, but bro. Every time I think of a Spizite, I remember different colorways all over the place.
Bro,
on the
this is arguably the busiest Jordan retro ever created, bro. This silhouette got enough going on to get away with being triple black, bro. You like black cat foes? You better not. You better hate black cat foes.
Oh, bro, I haven't got black cat foes in my rotation.
I ain't asked you if you got them.
Bro,
is what I asked.
I do like them.
So why you shitting on this triple black winterized Spizite, man? Don't you want your feet to be secure and warm when you out here stepping on the ops?
I do, but like when I think, look, bro, I'm gonna be honest. Whenever I think of Spizites, I think of colorways that are. I'm gonna share my screen now. I'm gonna show you what I mean. When I think of Spizites, I think of stuff like this, bro. I think of like colorways that actually look wrong.
If that come out, you gonna buy it?
Yeah, of course I would. I would buy that.
Okay.
I would buy the Do the Right Thing Spizite. Okay. And you know what? Honestly, I've been for the last year or so, I've been looking at Spizites and looking at what the prices are, what the condition is, if it's worth getting. I've been looking at it. Honestly, hands up. I've been looking at it because I like them. I do like Spizites, and a lot of people don't like them. A lot of people think, you know what? Yeah, they're just a hybrid sneaker, but every sneaker, I believe, is a relevant innovation to the game. But
I'm really surprised at your take on this, because I feel like either one or two things are going to happen. Either you are not a fan of the Spizite and you just appreciate it for whoever wanted it, or or you were going to get optimistic about the prospects of OG colorways and other colorways of the Spizite coming because this Spizite is coming. Because that's where my mind went. When I saw this, I said, the Spizite is back, and a lot of people are going to be happy. A lot of people are going to be hating, but a lot of people act like they miss Spizites. So we're going to see what happens. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna. One thing I'm definitely gonna say, right, is I said at the start, I'm happy the Spizite is back. I'm really happy the Spizite is back because we can get the OG colorways. We can get some crazy colorways. We could, you know what? Travis Scott better do a Spizite. That's all I'm saying. So Travis Scott better come out and do a Spizite because, yo, you know how crazy that would be. I'm just saying, right?
We'll talk about Travis in a minute.
But I know we are because I've already seen the news. Right? I'm just saying, I'm happy. I'm so happy the Spizite is back because I will be picking up if the right colorway, the right Spizite, I would be picking it up. 100%, I will pick it up. No word of a lie. The quality on point, colorway on point, classic colorways. I'm going to pick them up. But I'm going to say what I said, bro. I just believe that this all black.
It's fine. Bro.
Nah.
It's fine.
I just don't know, bro.
I'm not saying that I'm going to cop, but I like the. I've never been, and this is a grade school size that we're looking at, by the way.
Yeah.
I've never been a fan of the Spizite. This triple black actually makes me like the silhouette.
Ooh, that's a statement, bro. You know what's gonna happen with this, bro? You know what's gonna happen with this. Like every triple black sneaker that we see, it's gonna sell out. It's gonna be really crazy on the retail.
I don't know. I like that prediction, but I'm looking forward to seeing how it's gonna go for real. I mean,
but like everything, bro. Like everything, like the Mac Attacks return, like the Air 21 return, like everything's coming back out again, bro. Spizak's about now. Like just think about it. How many retro silhouettes are coming back from the past? And we know you talked about it last week as well. The Drake Nocta original sneakers coming back.
Right, exactly. And he put a Nocta spin on it, change a couple of things. I like it. I chose not to bring it up. I want to see better pictures of it.
I got a perfect saying to this. Sorry, bro, I'll cut you off. It's back to the sneaker. It's back to the sneaker. Forget Back to the Future. This is back to the sneaker. We're going back in the past to bring back the retro silhouettes, bro. It is literally.
Nah, I got something totally different though. just for you. You like Cheetos?
Yeah, of course I do. The flaming hot Cheetos, bro. They don't yeah.
Here you go. The Mac Tops. This is a real thing. The Cheetos Mac Tops. This is on Cheetos website. This is the form to enter the raffle to win a pair of Mac Tops. They got jalapeno, they got original, and they got the flaming hot. They also got a separate raffle for this little bag that's got the same print on it. Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is, if you're wearing those, you better be having a bag of Cheetos with you, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's the only time I'm gonna wear those. That's the only time I wear those. Is, let me get my Cheeto shoes on. That's it. That's the only time I'm gonna wear them. And when I'm gonna eat Cheetos, that's it. And it's gonna be dependent on the flavors. If you go back up to the top, you can see there's a green colorway, which is probably that jalapeno colorway.
Yeah.
Oh, jalapeno, yeah. And you got like cheesy, and you got the flaming hots for the red. If you're wearing that, if you're wearing a Mac, what's it called? The Mac Cheetos, yeah.
Mac Tops. No,
we're going to call them Mac Cheetos. If you're wearing those Mac Cheetos, you better... No. The Mac Cheetos. If you're wearing some Mac Cheetos, you better be having having a bag of Cheetos. That's all I'm saying.
Not a fanny pack, a fanny Mac.
Fanny Mac. Return of the Fanny Mac. No, it's all woven as well. It looks like they've taken a kind of leaf out of the foamscape.
What's the guy's name? I'm trying to find the dude's name. Homemade macrame. It's some macrame artist that they collab with to do this, I think.
Okay.
Coral Castillo brings her signature macrame. Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah, I'm tripping. She right here, Coral Castillo. Yeah. So shout out there.
Shout to her. But I'm surprised.
I joined the raffle too, so hopefully.
Did you?
Yeah.
You better be holding a bag of Cheetos when you actually post that if you put it on your feet.
It's a free raffle, so I think it's super limited, bro. It's probably super duper limited just because it's free. They ain't in a hurry to give away no whole bunch of pairs, and you can.
They only got one full size one. That's it.
No, there's only 2 sizes.
What?
No, actually, there's only one size. Men's 10, women's 8.5. That's the only size on the raffle. So it's samples. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much it's samples.
For statement number 1, I'm surprised Cheetos haven't done a mac and cheese crisp yet. Basically, Rob, hey?
That'd be nice.
Yeah, but I'm surprised that Cheetos don't actually go and think, you know what we could do is get a pasta and kind of make it into a crisp. Make it a mac and cheese.
Well, people do that. People make pasta chips, bro. I can't do it, bro. I don't want no fried pasta.
Yeah, and number 2, it almost feels like this sneaker's like you like what do you call that? Fits all, or one size fits all. That's basically sounds like what this is that sneaker that you can kind of put on your feet. You know what? That's a good invention. Like imagine you got a bigger size, you got big size sneaker, and then you press a button and it kind of sneaker just shrinks into your form.
No, you talking about like the Back to the Future mags, the actual Marty McFly, not the mags that people wear.
But that was self-lacing.
But the actual shoe that Marty, like his jacket, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, like Marty McFly jacket, he hit the button and it shrunk to fit him.
Yeah. I'm talking about that. That'd be dope. Imagine the next evolution of sneakers is basically one size fits all. No size run. Basically, just a one size fits all. You go in and you go, all right, cool. I want those Jordan 5s, and I was all right, cool. Here you go. Gives you up. The quality looks fine. Everything looks fine. Bang. Put it like it's like this big. A whole size run, 2-3 size runs big. You stick your feet in, press the button. Sucks it in. There you go. I'm good to go. Comfortability on level.
That's pretty far away.
I know it's pretty far away. It's probably beyond our lifespan. But all I'm saying is that'll be dope. But also, it's like a new evolution to when we kind of like when you go to like a Nike store or Adidas store when they actually kind of make you run on the treadmill with all the sensors and you kind of like measures your pressure on your feet, how the best kind of way to actually mold the sneaker to your feet so it's comfortable for you, because everybody has a different way of walking. Everybody's feet is different to one another. So even if you buy a Jordan 5, whatever it is, and I buy a Jordan 5, it might not be as comfortable for you as it is for me, or it might be more comfortable for me than it is for you. And you know how it goes. So you can kind of specialize the comfortability of that sneaker based on just your aspects of your feet. So that could be the next kind of defining moment in sneaker evolution, possibly.
I ain't doing all that. My feet be all right. You gotta take care. People have to. I said this a while back too, and you have to really lean into as sneakerheads. I really, really feel like we should take better care of our feet in general. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's a good statement. Make sure you take care of your feet. Moisturize your feet, keep your feet healthy, and love your feet, because that's the base of your foundation. But that's why.
Before we go, God, I want to say there was this debate on TikTok this week, right? I should have covered this in the start. Stephen A. Smith came out this week and said that if the NBA winners are World Series or World Champions, do you agree with that?
Stephen A. Smith didn't say that.
Okay, no. Somebody else said, how can you be world champions, right?
Right.
If you just won the domestic league.
I understand. I understand what he was saying. It don't matter what Stephen A. said, really.
Because there's a massive debate. There was a massive debate this week.
Everybody been debating about Gilbert Arenas. They argued about it for like 30 minutes on his podcast.
Yeah.
The point he was making is understood. The way he said it, I think, was whack, because it felt like he was being derogatory or he was hating or whatever. And what I agree with the one point that Gilbert Arenas was making, like he plays a more individual sport. Even though you in the Olympics is the biggest stage. The only way to get to the Olympics is to represent the country. So what I'm saying, what I mean, he might not necessarily care about the representing the country part as much as he does about the competition part, the going to win, to be the best runner in the world part, to be the fastest man on the planet part. That's the individual competition part. When it comes to the NBA and basketball outside of the U.S., we know there's a big gap. And most of the time, the comments that I heard on this topic, that's where most people was leaning towards. Like, yeah, we got a handful of really, really great foreign players in the NBA right now. But if it was about NBA teams versus other basketball teams in the world, the NBA would win regardless because those players play in the NBA. So they will be on the NBA team versus being on the national team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with that. But basically, it's kind of in that aspect alone, it's being you're downgrading everybody else's league, which I think you can't technically say, you can say you're the best team in the world. On paper, you can say that you're the best in the world, but you can't call yourself World Series champions or champions of the world because you haven't tested yourself outside your the domestic arena. And the prime example everybody's been using is the Premier League and the Champions League. The Champions League is a format of competition where all the best players play in the Champions League. But the Champions League, they're called the Champions of Europe because your team is the Champions of Europe. But you have to go and play in a FIFA Club World Tournament to test yourselves against all the best teams in the world. Then you can classify yourselves as champions of the world. And Liverpool went and did that after they won the Champions League. And a couple of other teams did that. But in certain cases, when Chelsea went and won the Champions League and got beat by Corinthians, which is a Brazilian team, and they're supposed to be the best team in the world, right? Well, technically, Champions of Europe normally wins that competition, but a Brazilian team went and beat them. So from that aspect alone, you can't call yourselves champions of the world or world champions until you tested yourselves against them around the world. And your argument is, I do. Your statement is correct. I think the NBA team like the Lakers or the Warriors would probably go and smash 90% of the teams around the world. But you haven't played the rest of the teams around the world, so you can't.
Guess what? But guess what though? USA is beating the brakes off everybody in the FIBA World Cup right now, and those aren't listen. Those aren't the best players in the NBA that are playing on that team.
Yeah. But the thing is that there's another thing as well because
hold on. We ain't even supposed to be talking about this. This is my show. Yeah. You're bringing up topics on my show that I did not have on my itinerary. We're not finna do this. I'm not finna let you hijack my broadcast. I made my initial point. I agree and disagree at the same time. I'm not trying to debate this because it's going to be an argument because you just basically said the same thing about the Premier League, but somehow you're not understanding the agreement part of it. It seemed like so.
I agree with you, but you can't hold the title if you ain't got the title. That's what I'm saying. All right, Nick, go on, bro. Let's go to the main topics.
Yeah, bro. I'm tired of wondering about what Travis gonna do and when it's gonna happen. Cause now we got a whole nother silhouette, and somehow people I gotta say this. This ain't got nothing to do with the point. I got so mad when I saw somebody posted it as the Nike cut the check, Travis Scott cut the check, or Jordan cut the check. It's not, bro. It's not. This was one of the sneaker media outlets. I can't remember which one it was. Is it this one? No, they called it the right name. The Sharkadon says see sneakerhead. However, for a quote unquote reputable sneaker media outlet to post this picture with the wrong name when it's clearly a totally different shoe was stupid to me. It pissed me off in the moment. But this Sharkadon, clear inspiration from this Nike Zoom Spiridon. I like it. It's got the Huarache, the mesh Huarache strap, mesh, the sail, the white, the brown. I like this more than I like to cut the check.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I can understand why a lot of people got mixed up with this sneaker and the cut the chip because and is cut the chip the official name for that variation of Travis sneaker? Because I thought it was just. Maybe it's. I don't think it's been given an official name. I think we've made the name. Oh well, it's
whoever the sources were. Whoever the sources were got the name. I mean, it is what it is. We never know, bro. Because I think. Go ahead.
I just think it's a spin on the fact that Travis has actually got his own silhouette, so he's cutting the check with Jordan Brand. I think that's the pun of it. Anyway, maybe I don't know what the name is going to be called. Maybe called Cut the Check, but probably will most likely be now because obviously it's very popular within the urban sneaker realm. But I can understand why a lot of people got confused because it kind of does look similar to Cut the Check, but if you knew what the Cut the Check sneaker looked like and the fact that this has got a strap and all of that stuff, I can understand why people got confused. But like we say, bro, everybody's really quickly really quickly on stuff like this and don't check the fact check that's what it is. So they end up basically just calling it what it is and thinking of calling it what it is. I know. I saw the same thing with you, bro. A lot of people calling this the Cut the Check sneaker, but it's not.
Nah, I mean, we all know Travis love brown, bro. So he gonna put brown on everything. Every chance he get to put brown on something, he gonna do it. So just pay attention. But nah, bro, I like these way more than I like the Cut the Check silhouette. Like. Okay. I want these. I want these more than I wanted to Cut the Check initially. These got they still got heavy skate vibes because Travis, right? It's got I still feel like it's got a little Nigel vibes. Got a Huarache strap. It's got the Sharkadon midsole pretty much, but it's modified. That Rand going around reminds me of the Jordan 3 so much, and I really love that on this.
Yeah.
The pull tab on the back. I really like this, bro.
Yeah.
Where you at on just the silhouette?
It's a good silhouette. It's a good take. It's a good remash of it, bro. Like. I think Travis is doing hybrid sneakers now, bro. If I'm honest, like how's that to me different than like a 312 or an MVP or a Spears? Like it is it's a hybrid sneaker, and I think he's doing good things. To be honest, for the people that want it.
Yeah, I mean the obvious thing is the name recognition is gone. Carry a lot of weight for whatever it is, whatever the product is, the name recognition is going to help it regardless. But I do like this. Like if this remind me of 1993, 94. You know what I'm saying? This is the way I like my sneakers to be made, with overlays and stitches and double stitches and straps, and you know what I mean?
You know, there was an event that happened before COVID, right? Or was it before COVID or just after? No, before COVID, when you knew that, Travis can sell anything, and you could make doggy toys or doggy treats, and people would still buy that and keep it. Like, remember he did those Travis McDonald's. And like sneakers, like stuff that you have to eat, but people didn't want to eat it. They left it there. When you can do that as an artist for the brand, and then sometimes independently, and I don't think he's going to get reprimanded with those Air Force Ones either, bro. When you can do that, you basically know that you can sell anything, and your weight and your name carries weight. I think that's when you realize at that point. I think that's when Travis realized he could basically do anything in terms of merchandise and apparel, and it will just sell.
But he actually posted this Sharkadon on his page.
Yeah,
Z Sneakerhead says that's the name. We know at this point, his track record is good enough to where we can believe him a lot of times. Not necessarily on the mock-ups, but because Travis actually posted this on his page, I feel like this is the silhouette that he decided to go with. Because he didn't post. Did he post the other ones? Not like this. It like the pictures might have came from him, but he wasn't posting the close-ups of the shoe and stuff like he did this time.
No, it kind of feels like this might be more of a like. But the thing is, you don't know with Travis though, because basically, I think it's a. You know what? This might not even be the sneaker. This might not even be it.
It might not.
Because like I've noticed something fundamentally with what Travis does. He kind of leaks the team leaks the images and pictures, and they gauge the reaction with the public. And I think they're doing that more and more since like the Travis Scott Air Trainers and the Travis Scott Air Max 1s, maybe even some of the other variations that he's released that I haven't hit. I just think because it's his sneaker, because it's a signature sneaker for Travis, they're doing a bit more careful marketing by seeing what people's reactions is with different silhouettes. And I think this is why we've seen so many different variations and silhouettes of it.
Is this the first shoe? Because this might be the first shoe. The black and brown one?
Yeah.
This might be that. Because we really never saw a full shot of that.
Could be, but bro, like it could be the Travis Scott sneaker circus, because basically it could be like, I'm gonna bring you cut the check, but it's gonna be different because every cut the check sneaker variation is gonna be different. I'm gonna give you a hybrid, but it's gonna be like 3 or 4 variations of hybrids, where every it'll be release number 1 will be one variation of a hybrid, release number 2 by a different variation of a hybrid, release number 3 might be a different variation of a hybrid. So if he does that, you've got automatically 4 cut the check sneakers, which if they're released over the span of like summer, spring, autumn, winter, or whatever you want to call it, or whatever months you want to do it, it might just be every season gets a different variation of a cut the check sneaker. So there might not be a defined, like we say, Jordan 3 has to look like this, has to be like this, Jordan 4 has to look like this, be like this. It might be cut the check sneaker might look different every time they release it, bro.
I like it. I would like that. I would appreciate that. That'll be something totally different. It will be, and
it will change. It will change the game as well. It definitely will change the game because it will change your aspects of.
I don't know about the whole game changing thing because it's Travis. Like he always doing stuff totally different.
Change the narrative. That's what I mean. Change the narrative.
On what?
On you don't need to like a silhouette doesn't need to be a silhouette for every for the name for that sneaker. Like for instance, we call a Jordan 3 Tinker, the Jordan 3 Tinkers a Jordan 3 Tinker because it's got the swoosh on it, it's got Nike on the medial side on it, right? So it's a Tinker because it's a first rendition of a Jordan 3 Tinker that he wanted before we removed the swoosh and the Nike stitching, right? So what if it wasn't called a Jordan 3 Tinker? It was called a Jordan 3, and every variation of the Jordan 3 was different. It kind of maybe had a different flair. It might have had a stamp on the side. It might have swoosh on the side. It might have Nike.
No. You said narrative though. What's the narrative?
You don't need to always have the same silhouette for the same name of a sneaker.
That's not a narrative. No, it's not.
It kind of is.
No, it's not, because we got Jordan 5 crafts. We got Spizite winterized. They just when they put a spin on it, they put a name on it most of the time, or.
Yeah, you actually are right there. You are right there. I think you're right there. The narrative's already set.
I mean, I don't. You using the word narrative. I'm like. Ain't no narrative on that. Like, ain't no stigma on. I never heard anybody complain about, like, okay, that Jordan 1 that came out, the Jordan 1 craft, the what was it, cork or whatever it was that was on the shoe. but it had a Rebellionaire looking box. No, that wasn't even that one. That was the other, the black and gold one that I felt like was pointless. Like narrative, storyline. Like if you interchanging it like that, then yeah, I'm already with you on that, because the patchwork Jordan 3 is not a craft. You know what I mean? But the 5 craft and the 4 craft and the 1 craft. So now they got this craft narrative or craft series or whatever you want to call it that they rolling with. So I don't know, bro. He can do. I just feel like he can do whatever. That's why it's just easy for me to when you laid out that idea of, okay, we done seen all these silhouettes. What if he just like, man, just make all of them? Or what if they like we can just have this be the Travis 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 or whatever. However they want to do it, I'm with it, bro. Because
I don't think they're even going to call it the cut the check 1, cut the check 2, I think this is going to be cut the check, bang, here you go. It might be the shot. It might be the Sharkadon. It might be the cut the check what we've seen, but it might not even have sub names, bro. It might not even have subcategories. It might just be here's the cut the check, and this is totally different to the next cut the check, and so it's another totally different to. Imagine the next cut the check is a high variation, but it's just called cut the check, but it's based on maybe a Jordan 5 and a Jordan 6 and a Jordan 10. Who knows?
Guess what though? If they don't put something on it to differentiate it when you're talking about it, when you're not looking at it, we gonna do it for them. The first one is gonna be the 1. The second one is going to be the 2. They ain't got to put a number on it. If they drop a low and then drop a high, the low one is going to be the low and the high is going to be the high.
Yeah.
Even if they don't say it.
But we'll probably end up calling it something like what we just said, to cut the check Sharkadon or to cut the check Mocha or whatever variation it is, or all out brown. Like basically, we'll just call it whatever we want to call it, but it will always be a cut the check sneaker. It's interesting. We haven't even got a release date for this either.
No, the one story was saying 2024. I didn't even want to look at the date, bro. To be honest with you, and
yeah,
because it's gonna keep coming, bro. It's gonna keep happening. This time last year we was talking about Travis 7s. I mean, it's easy, especially when you get something. And he gave us this, you know what I'm saying? So obviously this is going to be a big story in the sneaker space for as long as people want to pay attention to it. Hopefully everybody then got their rocks off on this, and now we can go back to stuff that we know is coming out.
Exactly.
I'm tired of people guessing, bro. I appreciate this because it came from him. Like he posted it on his page, he got it on his feed, just like the other pictures. When we see him with stuff on feed, yeah, we gonna run with it. We gonna look at it 100 times. We gonna come up with our theories and release date possibilities and blah blah blah. That's the fun part, not the mock-ups where you just throw a back of swoosh and some brown on a random silhouette and say Travis finna do this.
Yeah, I think at this moment in time, we with Travis and with a lot of things, we're running into like the Chinese zodiac. This is the year of Travis. Like last year, probably was every year you can name something different. Like last year, you could probably say the year of the Khaled. So I'm basically saying 2023. When 2023 started, Travis was on game. This year is the year of Travis. Every month. I don't know 1 month where we've gone without mentioning him. Every month it's been constant. Like, well, we're gonna get a 7, we're gonna get a 3, we're gonna get this, we're gonna get that. Have you seen the brown mocha, brown variation of the Travis Scott? Have you seen the cut the check? Have you seen this variation cut the check? Have you seen him in concert?
Khaled didn't have a bigger year than him last year.
I know. I'm just saying.
He still when he making sneakers, he still dominate the space every time. As much as like Joe Fresh Goods or Salehi or Action Bronson, which we don't talk about We mentioned them before briefly, but like the Action Bronson, Baklava, New Balance, whatever number they are, those I believe they deserve to be in a general sneaker of the year conversation, just like the Unions. But if we went general, like when we do our stuff, we stay us. We keep it most of the time. We keep it based on what we caught. We don't do general, like, everything that released. If we did that, our list would look a whole lot different, and the Khaled's probably would not have made my list from last year.
Mm-hmm.
If I put everything in, all the New Balance, all the what's the other one? The Yeezys and all that,
But we remember the reason why I say maybe last year was the Khaled year is basically because I know the hysteria and the hype once we saw the different variations, different kind of cuts, different kind of materials, and we were all anticipating that for quite a while in terms of what he's going to release, and then we saw that. So that kind of hysteria went into that year. But yeah, this just shares the year of the Travis, like 100% year of the Travis. Like I've not gone maybe a couple of weeks without mentioning Travis. Every single time I did sneaker news, Travis this, Travis that, Travis this, Travis that, and it's always been like that. And it's good to see that he's still. I'm going to say this. Sorry, not good to see. Nike would be really struggling without him.
I don't think so.
I would say I think they would. I think they would.
He don't produce enough. He don't produce enough pairs to move the needle that much.
No. It's not about producing pairs. It's about relevance. Take Travis out of this year. Take Travis out of this year from Nike. Show me somebody that's pushing like Travis is at the moment. Like Khaled's doing the golf stuff, which is good, right?
So that don't. But you're not. I disagree, bro. I disagree.
Honestly, no. Seriously. Serious conversation. Take Travis out of this year.
I disagree.
Take Travis out of the Mac attack, right? Take Travis out of all the conversations we had, or the cut the check. How we won't. I'm being honest, bro. I'm actually rethinking this, and I'm thinking, yo, that's a good point. I don't think I agree. I agree. They might not be struggling, but I don't think their campaigns will be as impactful without Travis.
What campaigns? Travis campaigns wouldn't be impactful without Travis.
Okay, cool.
Bro, hold on, no. It's because you're doing a disservice right now. You act like it ain't never been a Michael Jordan, a Penny Hardaway, a Charles Barkley, a Tim, Spike Lee. This is what they do, bro. They ain't just start doing this when Travis came, and you ain't never seen no Travis commercial, have you?
I have.
They say you ain't seen no Travis Scott Nike commercial.
I have seen a couple over the last couple of years.
A Nike commercial. I'm talking about like an ad on TV.
Not on TV.
No.
Yeah.
Nike does this, bro. They still got Kobe. They still got Jordan. They still got LeBron James. They still do all these other collaborations that if Travis wasn't there, things would be different, yes, because the influence. Yeah. I think the Brown influence wouldn't be what it is necessarily. But they did a Mocha 3 before Travis, though.
Yeah, now, and that's that.
Do I think not when it first came out?
No, not when it first came out. The second
in the early 2000s, the first retro 3 with a non-OG color, a historical sneaker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it didn't do well when it came back in 2018. You're right, but I think I don't think the Mocha 1 would necessarily exist. I don't know if the Palomino would necessarily exist. But the 2 or maybe 3 sometimes sneakers that Travis Scott drop every year without those releases, it wouldn't make that much of a difference for Nike, I don't think. as far as financially. Does it help? Does Travis being there help them? Yes. If he wasn't there, would it be different? Yes. But I think the hype that comes with Travis makes us feel can make us feel like that.
I'm gonna say the reverse to you. I think you're you don't understand what I'm trying to say, right? I'm trying to say yes, you're right. You're right. Without Travis Scott being there, it would be a whole lot different. And I'm talking about the hysteria when the Air Max was coming out, Air Max Travis Scott. We know the situation of that got delayed because of the concert of what happened, unfortunately. And obviously we didn't know where it was going to get full release, and that kind of impacted. And that could have been the reintroduction to the Air Max 1 to the whole people, but it became the pattern instead. To Air Trainer 1, that brought the Air Trainer 1 into a bit like from the people that were actually buying it, that were actually there. That's fine, but it brought it into the mainstream a bit more, just like the Mac Attack. It brought into the. I think it's kind of a disservice to kind of say that him not being there would be a massive impact.
Air Max 1s was already popping again before Travis did one. That's why he did it, because it was a popping silhouette. People don't even rock the Travis Air Max like that. It's not even one of his better silhouettes in the overall opinion of the culture.
Yeah, I do agree, but
same thing with the trainers. He did the trainers because they was coming back, and he liked them. Cool. A lot of this stuff. I'm sorry, excuse me. The Brown, I would give him. I'm not giving him credit for the Air Max 1.
Oh no,
I'm
no,
not giving him credit for the Jordan
Jiu-Jitsu.
1 being what it was, or none of that, bro. The fragment was already a thing. He wanted to do his spin on something that already existed that was super hype.
No. Now you kind of got the mix up with the brown colorway, which I think brown has always been there, but Travis Scott made it his own. I'm not saying he made an Air Trainer 1 his own. I'm not saying he made an Air Max 1 his own. I'm just saying
he did. He did make them his own. I'm not trying to take nothing from what he did. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm trying to get at is him jumping on that silhouette brought it to a wider audience. And I'm talking about out of our realm. I do believe that.
I don't think so.
Like, bro, I'm gonna go back to this. I always say I'm gonna go back to this. If John McEnroe came out with a Mac Attack. All by himself. No. All by himself, right? If John McEnroe came out with a Mac Attack all by himself, everybody that loved the Mac Attack would be gearing up to get that Mac Attack anyway, right?
No, I'm finna agree with you. You're right. Yeah. He does bring it to a wider audience because of the audience that come with him.
Exactly. But anybody that rocks with Travis Scott is going to get that. And then the knock-on effect is anybody that sees people wearing that Travis Scott or knows Travis Scott, knows he's got silhouette, knows he's got colorway, knows that something's coming out. Like everybody's still anticipating that Travis Scott Mac Attack, even though it's similar to the OG.
But Nike would still be Nike without him, bro. They always been.
Yes, I agree. And they'll find a different variation, a different way. But the impact of Travis at this moment in time is the reason why I said what I said. Is I think without Travis Scott, Nike would look a whole lot different at this moment in time.
Yeah.
So we agree to agree.
That ain't what you said at first, though.
I would, but the thing is, Travis is such a huge beast in itself in terms of it transcends the person, and it transcends into a phenomenal company and phenomenal engine and vehicle of just consumerism that I do believe, like, bro. Travis is, to me, is similar to what Kanye previously done with Nike and Adidas. From that perspective alone, like we know what he did with the Nike Yeezys as well. So from that alone, I just feel I feel like without Travis, Nike would. No, I think I was a bit disrespectful when I said Nike will be struggling. I don't think Nike will ever be struggling with what they do because they'll find new ways and methods anyway. And I agree with you on that. But I think having Travis in your corner, it makes life so much more easier.
Yeah, I ain't not gonna disagree with that at all. But it was the word struggle, bro. That word. I mean, they all struggling. Right now, as far as what the climate is now versus what it used to be, but as far as being number one, I think they would still be number one without a doubt. And that would be something else. You know what I'm saying? There would be someone else. Maybe I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to get at. Who on Nike's roster? If Travis was to leave Nike today, I'm right this moment in time, Travis is. I'm just saying, hypothetical. Travis comes out and says, "I'm starting my own company. I don't want to be with Nike. I want to make all the millions. I don't want my name to be associated with Nike no more." Who in the Nike roster at this moment in time can step up and demand the same amount of commercial success than Travis can?
Nobody right now.
And it's gonna take years to build that.
Well, you ain't say that though. You said struggle. Saying, bro. You keep trying to justify. You keep stop trying to justify the fact that you said struggle. That's what you're trying to do. Your point is valid. It was worded wrong initially.
Yeah. I sorry guys, I was a bit disrespectful about struggling, but it is a struggle out there. Let's be honest, it is a struggle out there for the brand to keep selling the sneakers they're selling. I said this to you the other day as well. I think like next year, the anniversary of the Jordan 4. After that, I think the Jordan 4s are going to start to die off. Once we get the military, I think from my perspective, once we get the military blues and the Jordan 4 reimagined breads or black cements, after that, the only sneaker that's going to be the retainer is that white cement 4, because everybody wants that white cement 4, because we've seen all the other silhouettes. We've seen the fire reds come out. Now we're going to see the military blues and the breads. The only retainer is the white cement 4s. And from my perspective, this is another situation where we're always waiting for the Chicago 1s. We was all waiting for that Chicago 1. And when it came out, Lost and Found came out, it kind of petered off. Like it was petering off anyway, and then started to peter off. And obviously, all the GR releases for the Jordan 1 ain't doing as well. I can see the same scenario, bro. Once the military blue and the black and the reimagined 4 comes out next year, the only thing that's hanging on to the Jordan 4 is that white cement. And once that drops, I can see a decline in Jordan 4 sales, and it's already happening, bro. Like I think the frozen moment sat. And to be honest, the amount of people on TikTok that were revving for that sneaker, like I want that, wait, raffle. I was getting so many like messages off TikTok to say, yo, where can we get this? Where's the raffles and stuff like that? But bro, on release day, I walked into the retailers and Foot Patrol, and they were sitting there. You can get it, all full size one. So what we saw with the Jordan 1 is now starting to happen with the Jordan 4. So the next couple of years, we're going to see the same effect on the Jordan 4 with what we saw with the Jordan 1.
We'll see.
It's only a matter of time, bro. It's only a matter of time.
You just like making you like putting bad predictions on the coach.
What do you mean bad predictions of the culture? No, it's a good prediction because you can go into the shop and pick up all the Jordan 4s you want. Just like you can go and pick up all the Jordan 1s you want because they go on sale. You can go and pick them up. You can get the discount value. You can get them for under £100. You can wear them. You can love them. You can rock them. You can treasurize them. You can case them. You can do whatever you want to them because it just means accessibility is great. Accessibility is great. But like everything else, we know there's always a negative effect to sneakers being available. I know we're at the cusp of buying consumer buying. It's like the bull run or the it's like a bull run. Like now it's the consumers can go and buy whatever they want, but there will be a time and a place when we won't be able to again because the brands will re-strategize.
Mm-hmm. And you pushing that date forward every time.
I'm not. I'm just. Look, bro. It's just little on me here, bro. It's just me here. We're talking. Yeah. Probably Knight probably doesn't listen to us. Adidas probably doesn't listen to us. New Brothers probably doesn't listen to us. They probably don't know we exist. So what we're talking and saying and the narrative we hold has no relevance to the brands because they don't listen to us. So they'll do whatever they want to do. So what we can do is just predict what we can see, and what we can see is what we're predicting.
No, but spells are words, and the way you be believing some of this shit you be saying sometimes, I be like, he really want that to happen. If it happens, I'm gonna be mad, bro. I'm gonna be mad at you.
Abracadabra, hocus pocus.
Yeah. Nah, remember when you kept saying how easy the lost and founds were gonna be to get?
Yeah.
And everybody got them except you.
No, I still got them. For cheers, shout out, bro.
I know you got them, but I'm talking about all you were saying. Everybody we know hit, and you was the only one that didn't actually hit for yourself. You know what I'm saying? The karma came back, but to me, that was a lesson in stop trying to make so many predictions sometimes. Because I just got a taste of that with the Palominos. I thought the Palominos were going to sit around, and nope. Wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's hindsight, bro. But like, the way I look at it is, it's always going to be. I do believe still to this day, like you still got to keep the same energy in terms of releases because you don't know. Like we could make so many predictions. We could be told some like, bro. The other day somebody says there's only 12K pairs of J Balvin 3s coming out on the sneakers app in the States. Right, and I looked at that and I said, no, there can't be. There can't be. You can't release one of the most anticipated pairs this year and only release like 12K pairs, and that means there's only going to be 100K pairs. Well, globally, that's ridiculous. So there's a lot of smokes, mirrors, and daggers and all of that stuff we know already on social media to kind of amp up the hype on sneakers. But for the fact that like it's. Keep the same energy, bro. Keep the same energy because you never know how a release will go. And so, like, if you want a sneaker and like most silhouettes, you'll be like, all right, cool. Maybe Jordan 8 will sit, maybe Jordan 12 will sit, maybe Jordan 13 definitely sit. You can probably pick that up, wake up, or even get it on sale. But some sneakers like Jordan 1s, you don't know how they'll do, even though they're sitting at this moment in time. Like you said, the Palomino sold out. The Unions was what obviously was going to sell out, but it was more readily available. So you got to keep the same energy for a release if you want it. If you don't want it and you're second-minded, just wait for it, and you can probably get on the secondary market. The fact that the Palomino was going under retail on the resale market told me enough I needed to know. My size was going for 160 on our famous, hated resale platform, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That told me.
But it's sold out here.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
So,
but that means
you can't. Even when it's obvious, sometimes it's like not so obvious because the way it was looking when you said that, I looked at it. We saw it at the same time in real time. What the week before, like 6 days before it came out, and it actually sold out really quick. Like I was expecting to get notifications on X and Soul Links and all that about sizes popping over here. They on Nike instead on sneakers. Now you go to Nike and get them because they sitting. Nope, none of that. Gone. I went to the sneakers app, sold out. I went Finish Line, sold out. I went to Detail, sold out. Everybody sold out, bro.
Are you still looking for a pair?
No, I'm not looking for them. I was just checking on them.
Oh, okay, cool. And that just tells you how, number one, how desired the mocha colorway is or the brown colorway is. And number two, privacy again, bro.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go to court, man. When resale is too high.
Damn resellers. Order.
When hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts. Order in the court. Order.
The back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
Order in the court.
the sneaker court of public
Guilty.
opinion.
Guilty. Welcome to the sneaker court of public opinion with me, Judge Public Opinion and Executioner. What's up, bro?
I don't know, man. You gotta, is this story time?
It's a story to at least this week I got the actual name correct. Last week I actually messed up.
Nah.
Hey, start to me, bro.
No, you said the case came with a story.
Yeah, the case came with the stories. Earlier today, earlier in the podcast, I mentioned about the Palomino one. So basically, right, I think I mentioned this. I think I mentioned this prior, but the Palomino one. Me and Dale woke up in the morning, or Saturday morning, 9 o'clock. Got dressed, had a shower, got dressed, walked into central London, and literally walked into Offspring and bought up here the full size one. You got size 8, I got size 10. Look out for the review, which is probably going to come out this Thursday. I got a couple of things to say about that sneaker, but you go check the review out. But basically, I'm going to say one thing about that. We walked into Offspring, we got up here. We walked down back towards the car, and I'm not no word of a lie, bro. There's a Foot Locker. If you know Marble Arch, Central London, there's a Foot Locker, and opposite there's a resale shop. But you don't know it's a resale shop because they dress it up like it's a normal retail shop. So you walk in, it's got clothing on the side, it's got sneakers, it's all shrink wrapped like the resale shop should be. I don't think they buy sneakers. They don't have people come in to sell sneakers. All they got is display of sneakers with the prices, right? So on release date, 40 minutes after release date, is Palomino ones sitting in the shop. And mind you, if you wasn't aware of the sneaker game, right, and you wasn't a sneakerhead, and you walked into the shop, you would think this is the exact price you have to pay for that sneaker because you're not aware of StockX, Goat, Fight Club, eBay, none of that stuff. Your prime location is Marble Arch, Oxford Circus, which is prime consumerism for people and tourists, right? And your opposite, Foot Locker, which didn't sell the Palominos, apparently, right? Because they weren't there. If you walked into that shop, bro, and mind you, me and Dale just paid 185 quid for that sneaker. No, 175, sorry, not 85. So we just paid 175 quid for that sneaker from Offspring. Walked into that shop, bro. Now we picked up the sneaker, looked at the bottom. Told me how much that sneaker was, bro.
300.
Keep going.
What?
Keep going.
4?
Nearly. 360 quid. Right. But you could go down the road and they're sitting. And you know what? One thing? That sneaker looks sus. That sneaker looked like the brown was too brown. It didn't look right. It didn't feel right. It looked like a UA, bro. So not only, number one, you got that sneaker. I don't think they buy sneakers, by the way. This is why I said, this is why I emphasize that it's not been backdoored. I don't think they buy sneakers from people that approach them. They're that type of store. So you got Palominos on release date, 40 minutes after the release, in your store, probably a full size one, and they don't look or feel right. What does that mean, bro?
They're selling fakes.
That one there, bro. Me and Dale looked at each other and was like, what? And everything about that store seems sus. Yeah, bro, I'm taking them to court because that's profiteering off vulnerable people once again. And you know what? I put it on my story on Instagram, and I said these resale shops are tripping, and a lot of people said that's the price that most of the resale shops are selling their Palomino ones for.
Okay.
That's crazy. How are you selling Palomino ones double the price? And this is why one of my predictions I made a long time ago on the podcast, about maybe 6 months ago, I can't see the validity of resale shops lasting. In terms of brick and mortar resale shops. Sorry.
There's a lot of resale shops here. You talked about this before.
Yeah.
You told a very similar story about that same store before.
Yep.
And you took it to court. We also had the conversation about people being vulnerable and people being malicious or predatory, like predatory business practices. The resale game, in a nutshell, is kind of a predatory business in the first place.
Yep.
But if you buying, because of what it sounds like to me, I'm just gonna put this on them. They buy early stuff, whether it's fake or not. They may or may not be smart enough to know if they buy fake, more than likely they stuck with it, because once you pay for it, it's yours, right? Then what? Yeah. You're gonna put it on the floor because you got to sell it because you got bills. You know what I'm saying? The store has bills and you have your own personal bills, and you got to pay for all that. So that's why the stuff be so much higher. You could probably easily find somebody that would sell you a marked up pair for less than $360. Especially, if you don't know no better, you don't know no better, and I feel bad for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would hate for somebody to walk in there and buy them funky looking Palominos where they can go down the street and get a real pair for half the price. But
yep,
you gotta take the good with the bad in some of these situations, bro. So people like that, people that run them type of operations, bro, they gonna fail. Because you're going to develop a bad reputation. You're gonna get your little W's here and there from people that don't know no better, but you're not going to be able to live off that. So it's
It's scandalous. It's absolutely scandalous. And like the last time I went to a resale shop pre-COVID, it was like, this is probably like 3 or 4 years before COVID even hit. I went to this resale shop. They was the black. This was around the time the Satin Black Toes released, right? And then on the obviously I got the win from End, and I lost it because of the bank kind of cancelled the transaction, all that stuff, and it kind of all that chaos that happened with that. I don't want to talk about it now. But I went to the resale shop and they were trying to sell me these black toe satins for like £700 or £800 when you can buy them from StockX for like $350. That was ridiculous. The same scenario, bro. Like the sculpting, the actual, the fact that some of these resale shops, especially this one, were selling it for double the price when you can walk down the road. And if you didn't know they were sitting there, and if you wasn't a sneakerhead, you probably end up paying that because you've seen this and it's come out, you like it, you want to buy it. I think that's bad behavior 101, bro.
That's the verdict, man.
Bloody hell, bro. Like, that's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Guilty for picking on vulnerable people. What's the verdict, bro? What are you going to give them? What are you going to condemn them to?
Hopefully every sneaker they can get in their store is a 30-day fake. Like one of them ones, it looks so good. The materials look perfect. And after 30 days, it just turned into dust, sitting on the shelf.
The Cinderella sneaker, bro. After 12 p.m., after 12 a.m., it just disappears.
Yeah, I'm talking about they whole inventory just turned into dust. They come into work the next morning and start opening boxes and there's ashes.
Yeah, bro, 100%. I'm gonna say this, bro. Yeah, I for 100%, you are going bankrupt. And 100%, you are not gonna get as much people buying your sneakers. It's a time of year that people can go and people can get educated and learn that they can pick up sneakers from everywhere else, so they will avoid your shop. And your shop did look empty. If you keep sculpting sneakerheads and you keep over exaggerating the prices, you are not going to get the revenue that you want to sustain your business. And all I see is foreclosure coming to your door. I don't want it for you guys. I don't condemn it for you guys. But the way you run your business is going to happen. So on that note, guys, enjoy it while it lasts, because it ain't gonna last any longer.
Yeah, you talking about,
bro.
Trash,
bro. Absolute bad behavior. Absolute 101 bad behavior. You need to kind of do better, learn better before it's all too late. That's all I'm saying, bro. Peace.
When resale is too high.
Damn resellers. Order.
When hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts. Order in the court. Order.
When the back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
order in the court.
The sneaker court of public
Guilty.
opinion. Yeah.
You know what? You know what the best thing about this time, right this moment in time, is? Sneakerheads have got so many choices.
Yeah, it's a lot, man. I mean, I'm gonna stick with what I do, bro. I see a lot of stuff, new stuff that be interesting sometimes. Every now and then I'll step outside a little bit, but yeah, I'm gonna stay in my lane, man. Because we got a lot. We be having so much coming just on the outside. I don't want to venture too far away from the path, you know.
Yeah, you know what? One thing I remember people telling me when I was picking up, when I started picking up Air Trainer ones, a lot of people said, and you know what? I always say this now as well. I repeat the same sentence: "You're in trouble." Like because people know once you get into a different silhouette, it's a whole new catalog. So when like I was talking to Del, he wasn't into fives like that, and then until he started seeing my fives, and I said, "Bro, you're in a whole world of trouble." He goes, "What do you mean?" You got this, you got that, you got this, you got that, you got this, you got that, you got the catalog is crazy. Like we know the catalog with the Air Max ones, we know the catalog with the Air Jordan ones, we know the catalog with the Jordan 3s. Now, if you start introducing 4s and 5s and 6, it becomes a whole complex situation where you end up getting pairs and pairs and pairs. You want this, you want that, you want this, you want that, you want to go back and get this and that and this and that. It becomes a whole new catalog. You might as well start going, like it's like going to a whole new retail shop and you're discovering a whole new wardrobe.
Staying away.
Welcome to the Jordan 5 shop.
I'm good where I'm at, man. Good where I'm at.
Yeah. Exactly that, bro.
That's it, bro. Episode 82. Big arguments, man. Big arguments.
It was, bro. It kind of felt like that, but it was fun.
Nah.
You can Q is sitting there preaching all peace and no violence.
Hey, man. You stay away from the Nike slander here. Let me take care of that. I'll decide whether we can talk bad about Nike or not. Only me.
You know what? You surprised me today, though.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Adidas love. Where'd that come from?
It wasn't no love. It was just a little spotlight. I don't love them folks.
Oh, bro. I'm glad my seeds are sprouting.
It's not. No. It's not. I've been stamped that out, snatched it out the ground, set it on fire. All that.
Yeah. They weeded and everything, and you're clean. Your garden is clean of any Adidas sprouts.
Right. So you can keep your KSIs and all that to yourself, your M&Ms and all that to yourself. Yeah.
Anyway, guys, Shoot On Podcast 82 with me and Q. That was good. It's good to go and break it down. The Q takeover. Next week is it my takeover next week?
Unfortunately. I can only imagine. I can hear the celebrities now. I'm gonna have to have a cup of coffee next week. We're gonna have a whole informative seminar next week, boy. I'm telling
you. Welcome to the School of One-on-One Sneakers with TJ and Q next week on the Lovekickscustom Takeover.
Sneakers 101.
Yeah, Sneakers 101.
You know what? I'm still in your title. That's the name of this episode now. Uh-huh. That's the one.
That's the one. Sneaker 101.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to say one thing before we call it, right? I'm gonna say this, right? We're on episode 82, and I know we don't like to look at the episodes, but I'm gonna say one thing, and I always think about this when we record the podcast. I'm gonna say, bro, thank you for encouraging us to do this podcast, because every week I still get on here and I'm still excited for the podcast. I'm still excited to talk and to kind of just have fun. I'm just so glad that you are the person I'm actually doing the podcast with. Even though some of you guys probably think, like, oh, damn, like we annoy each other really badly on the podcast, but we don't. In real terms.
No, you do. We yeah.
It's real. It's not a show. It's real. It's real.
No, it's real.
It's real.
That don't mess up nothing though. You know what I'm saying? That's just
no.
It's barbershop talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And when it's all said and done, we come off. We talk normally. We all fun and games. We don't kind of have like any negative intentions to each other. We kind of just crack on with it, and that's the whole fun and love of doing stuff like this. Because in the podcast space, we can say our mind and speak our mind, and even if we don't agree or we disagree with each other, we can still have that civil conversation without kind of going at each other. Like in terms of like, you know, like really, really going at each other, because I think we have love and respect for each other massively. But I just wanted to say a massive thank you, bro, for coming up and inviting me to actually do the podcast with you, because I enjoyed it so much. It's just so much fun. So much fun.
Whatever, bro. I don't care about that. WWE mushy. Like, what is this? This is. We talking about shoes, bro. Where's all this coming from?
Q's uncomfortable.
Nah, bro. You know I rock with you. You know I rock with you. Bro. It ain't no.
Yeah. Anyway, bro, call it before we start saying something different that we don't even mean.
No. Say what you mean and mean what you say. If you change your mind, say that and say you was wrong or your opinion changed or whatever. And also have a great day. Great week, great month. We only got a few of them left for the rest of the year. So let's make it count. Let's make it count. Let's make the right decisions moving forward. It's about to get cold outside. It's holiday in the U.S. Y'all be careful. People going to be drinking. There's going to be a lot of barbecuing. For some reason, I know people are going to be shooting fireworks, and this is not one of them type of holidays. So be careful with the fireworks. I know y'all going to do it. I hate it for y'all. I'm good. This episode 82, man. We out of here.
Yeah. We out here. Peace out, guys. Peace out. Take care. And see you guys soon. Peace.